Okay, we're good. Okay, what is up guys? Okay, what the heck? Why is it so crooked? Okay, round 2. Everything is nice and straight. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's review this. Wait, are you being serious? Are you being serious? What the heck? I didn't even record my feet. Man, I can't do this anymore. Like, I need something that works.
Activating the search sequence protocol.
Whoa, what the heck?
Rerouting to HomePod.
What the heck was that?
Hi Tausif.
Whoa.
I've pulled up an alternative for you. Placing the order.
No,
Done.
don't order it.
You'll be charged on your next monthly bill.
Yeah. This wasn't me. This was not at all me. You guys saw what happened. Like, I can't even explain it. Alright, so just before we get started, a quick disclaimer, something really important that I really would like to request you guys to do for the rest of this video, and that is, please do not pay much attention to the face that's growing out of my face right here. My hormones are still apparently stuck in their teenage years, so... What is up guys, my name is Tausif Hussain, and today I wanted to explore a topic that I myself was super curious about. There's a common phrase out there that the best camera is the one that you have on you, and this more commonly is referring to our respective cell phones that we keep in our pockets all the time. But what if you had the ability to carry around a point and shoot that had a slightly larger footprint, but it was small enough to get by for daily carry? Is there really going to be a significant difference in what you're going to get? And that's what I wanted to explore. Now, Sony just released this camera right here, which is the ZV1 or ZV1, and I was actually really excited for this camera. For someone just starting out and just wants to film something basic, or let's say they want to create content for social media like TikTok, Instagram, or someone like me who just wants to carry a secondary camera for vlogging or just getting quick shots when they're outside. Should I stick with my current iPhone, which is what I've kind of been doing so far? Or is the Sony camera, which is specifically designed for vloggers, by the way, going to give me significantly or noticeably better results? For this video, I wanted to do just something informal, you know, kind of just dish out a bunch of thoughts that I had on both filming on like a cell phone and filming on the ZV1. Okay, first up, price. Now, the iPhone comes in at about $1,000 for the iPhone 11 Pro in its base configuration. And I mean, most people, if they are considering this, it's because they already have a cell phone. The Sony ZV1 comes in at just under $800. Now, before we get into any comparisons, I want to discuss the X factors, the elephants in the room on both of these. The iPhone is a smartphone, meaning it's not just a camera. You can do tons more stuff with it. There's app supports where you can download cool supplemental apps for it, even different like camera viewers. You can edit everything right on your phone and just post it right from your phone. So it's kind of like a powerhouse in and of itself. The Sony, on the other hand, is a dedicated camera. The X factor here, though, is that it's a dedicated camera, so it's going to have better quality and more functions and features. Also, the biggest X factor here is that you can do this. Yeah, you can flip the screen out. With the iPhone, if you wanted to record yourself in the highest possible quality, then you're going to have to use the rear camera. And if you want to see yourself, that's not going to be possible unless you use the front-facing camera. And then you suddenly lose like all the features and the quality and stuff of the back cameras. Now this is actually such a huge pro for Sony because you get that nice flip out screen and you can easily look at yourself while recording a vlog or whatever you want to record while getting the full quality that this camera and all the features that this camera can give you. Another big difference between both of these is going to be the sensor size. The 1-inch sensor on the Sony is nearly double the size of the iPhones, and it's going to give you better depth of field, better low light, just overall better image quality. In regards to the focal length, the iPhone has 3 separate lenses that you can dial in. They're 35mm equivalent focal lengths are 14, 26, and 52mm on the rear and 23mm on the front, whereas the Sony has a range of about 24 to 70mm. As you can tell, the iPhone has a slight edge up on the Sony in terms of wide angle. However, you can get a little bit higher up on the zoom range with the Sony. Now, for someone who's vlogging, the Sony is pretty cropped in as it is. It could be a bit wider, but with something like a grip, we'll talk about this later, it makes it quite reasonable. Okay, so now I'm actually vlogging on this guy. So I'm gonna go to the backyard and let's do some test shots. Although, like I said, this width, man. This guy. Okay, I am absolutely digging this combo right here. Like, this is really good. Like, this whole thing is such a small package. It works. Now, one of the features that has me really impressed about this camera is that it has a built-in ND filter. Now, NDs are basically like sunglasses for your camera. Now, without getting into too much details, because this isn't a class on photography, high level, it helps your footage look smooth with the right amount of motion blur without it being blown out. Okay, here's an example of the ND filter, which is game-changing. So this is like my backyard right now. Please don't look at the grass. We're moving, okay? It's hideous. I need to lawn mow it, I know. But look at this. I'm gonna turn my ND on. Boom! Look at that. That is actually amazing, guys. That is so cool. Now, unfortunately, the iPhone doesn't have like any built-in ND filter or anything like that. However, you can get cases for it where you can throw on like an ND filter externally, but just like a camera, it's just extra hassle. Another cool feature it has is something called product display mode, which looks for products when they are displayed in order to shift focus to them. Now, this again is super handy for people wanting to just kind of start out, and depending on what kind of stuff they're making or they're filming, then this can make their life a lot easier. So let's say you're focused on tech products and I want to show off this Tim Hortons mug. So if I bring this close to you guys, it traditionally takes a little bit of time for it to lock in focus. However, with the Sony, it's going to be quicker. So let's say I'm going to show a quick product here. See how quickly it just brings to focus there. Pull it down, face back in focus. That's actually really good. That's really handy. Look at that. Snaps to focus immediately. Boom, snap back to face. Really handy. Another feature for those who aren't going to be shooting in manual mode is called defocus. It basically prioritizes to give you the depth of field around your subject, and it basically makes it really easy to for anybody to just pick up the camera, throw it in auto, turn on defocus, and get some pretty good looking footage out of it. Okay, so I just picked up the camera, turned it into program auto for everything, and this is what defocus does to my background. So look at the trees and stuff at the back there. Do you notice that? You see how that gets blurred out? Now that definitely helps with bringing more attention to me, like the money maker right here. Having that depth of field is pretty cool. So if I'm talking and you can see the backyard and everything like that, it's a little bit blurred out. And that's the kind of idea with this thing. Okay, so I'm recording the same exact sequences. Here's the depth of field, and if I'm kind of moving around trying to record this as a vlog, this is how it would kind of look like. Now with the iPhone, when you're vlogging, again, you're not going to get that depth of field, right? So something like defocus for the Sony camera, it will make your footage look a little bit better and more professionally shot than if you just used your iPhone to just shoot something on the go. Another big leg up that the Sony does have on the iPhone is the ability to shoot in log profiles. So if you want to experiment with color grading and stuff like that, then you're better off going with the Sony. When it comes to slow motion, the iPhone has plenty of high quality options as well. However, the quality from the Sony here again is just going to be better. Here's an example of both. Okay, let's talk battery life. Now, technically the iPhone should kind of last you more than the Sony. However, the last few times that I have been using the camera on the iPhone, my battery is drained surprisingly quickly. But with the Sony, yeah, the battery is like minuscule as well, so it's not meant to last you too long. So you're gonna get probably less than an hour if you're gonna be shooting like 4K or something like that. However, if you are okay with the added expenditure, buying extra batteries will actually be more beneficial and useful for you with the Sony, because when you run out of battery, you can just pop out the battery and plop in like another one and just continue shooting and doing whatever you're doing. In terms of audio recording, I'm going to give you samples of both. This is how they both sound like. Okay, just wanted to do a quick audio test. This is straight from the camera, no accessories whatsoever or mics attached. Okay, now I have attached the dead cat thingy that this camera came with, so this is how the audio sounds on that. This is an audio test of me wired up with the Rode Wireless Go. So if you attach like an external microphone or a external lav mic sort of situation. Yo, what up, what up? This is the internal microphone on the iPhone. This is how it sounds without anything attached to it. Sony did focus quite a bit on the audio, and they put in a nice sound capsule, which did give me better audio compared to like other cameras I've used if I'm doing onboard audio. However, you also have a hot shoe here and a mic input, so you can plug in any mic you'd like. The Sony also comes with a dead cat right out of the box, and you can just kind of attach it on top, and that will help with wind noise and stuff like that. Now you can also plug in mics to both the iPhone and the Sony, which is probably what I'd recommend anyways if you wanted higher quality audio. Now the last category I would like to discuss is accessories. Now obviously with the iPhone you have a plethora of accessories that you can use. Anywhere from lenses to ND filters to mics to gimbals and several different case options, including like battery cases. I'll list a few of my favorites down below. As for the Sony, I got something called the vlogging kit with it, which came with a memory card as well as a super neat Bluetooth grip / tripod thingamajig. It's got some of the main functions right on the grip, and you can also kind of open up the legs and use it as a tripod when you need to. Also, something neat that you can do with this tripod is you can flip the camera to its side. So if you're recording for Instagram or TikTok and you kind of want a vertical video, then you can do that with this. Now if you grab the Sony ZV1, I definitely recommend picking this up, as it does make your experience a lot better. So what are my thoughts overall? What am I thinking personally? Well, other than the lack of the wider focal length when you are filming on the Sony, the minuscule battery, the poor battery door design, which, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, completely forgot to mention. The battery door on this is literally right next to the tripod mount. So if it's mounted to like a tripod or something like that, you literally gotta unscrew the whole thing, take it off, and then replace the battery or the SD card and then kind of screw it all back in. Yeah, this is not the smartest move, Sony. I think you could have done a better job here. Now, other than those things, for me, in my opinion, this is probably one of the most exciting cameras for social content creators. The flip screen, the slow motion, the 4K, the defocus, the background blur, the compact portable body are all a huge win for the Sony ZV1, making it one of, if not the best bang for buck camera that you can pick up right now for those who just pretty much just want to go pick it up, turn it on, and just start shooting content. However, if you're somebody who really wants to learn cameras, learn filmmaking, and really want to get into it, then I would probably recommend you go a slightly different route, something where you can get interchangeable lenses, and that will allow you to have a lot more flexibility and kind of grow with your camera. However, for the average creator who just makes occasional content here or there and they just want the quickest possible turnaround, then maybe just stick with your iPhone, because in most cases it's going to be good enough to do what you really need it to do. At the end of the day, it honestly comes down to what your personal preference is. For me, I like keeping my phone separate from recording just because it drains battery like anything. I've even used like external battery packs like the Apple battery case, and I still run out of battery a lot for days where I'm traveling or I'm using the camera more often, like at a family gathering or something like that. Okay, so I actually was not able to do the outro upstairs because I have to go outside to my in-laws house. So I thought, you know what, why not just do it on this camera? I'm actually just recording on the internal mics on this with the dead cat. It is actually super windy. I don't know if you guys can see like the trees and stuff like that. Now, another cool thing to note is that Sony also did mention that you can use this camera as a webcam by hooking it up to the computer, and the software is still pending. Like they're gonna wire over an update or something like that, and you're gonna be able to do that. So that's pretty cool. In a day now where we are so reliant on our webcams and our cameras, being able to just hook this up and get really good quality webcam out of this, where you just plug it to a computer and bam, you're good. You can live stream and do a whole bunch of stuff with it. So pretty impressive. I think this is a big win for Sony. If you liked this video and thought this video was beneficial to you, then make sure you guys go ahead and crush that like button. Also check out some of the affiliate links down in the description down below for this camera. And if you like content around tech, gadgets, filmmaking, and lifestyle, then make sure you guys go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And as usual, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. While I'm recording, my friend here is babysitting.
Glad we're getting paid.
Thanks, Ro.
All right. No royalties. I don't have an affiliate link.
Yo, by the way, let me know in the comment section down below if this entire video was shot in one sequence or over a period of time, and what gave it away. Let me know. Oh, my thighs are red.